It's certainly, and Florida, I agree with you.
Okay,
Randy
yeah.
asked me, is this a bad hair day? I said, you got it. Well, we do want to get on with the buzz now. We're going to get back to our weather coverage shortly, but we do want to talk to you about this. What makes up a family? The question is the topic of a new bill in California. State Senator Mark Leno, a Democrat from San Francisco, has proposed a bill that would allow children to be granted more than two parents.
Well, Leno says in the era of surrogate parents, same-sex marriages, and reproductive techniques that involve multiple individuals, the law is needed to keep up with the times. As you can imagine, the bill is not without its critics. So what do you think of this idea?
And so many people argue, you know what, it takes a village to raise a family. We hear that saying so much that this is not far-fetched, that maybe this senator or this representative is onto something here.
And we should note, we did have a guest here. So you and I are going to talk about this. We're going to have some fun.
We are. It's the 4th of July. We're going to give them a sprout, I guess.
I was actually thinking about this topic, Susan, and I was trying to figure out maybe what you were going to say. But the concerns I have is I wonder if this is actually going to confuse the children. And then something else. Let's be honest here. You have to think about the insurance companies.
Yeah.
They have such a massive effect on us. So is the insurance company going to say, well, mom number one, are you going to fall under their insurance, or mom number two? And the next thing you know, whenever you go to the doctor's office, which parent or which set of parents are going to be in charge of saying, yes, I want my child to get this shot, and I don't want my child to get this shot? I think it's going to create an entire mess.
Well, the other side of the coin, which a lot of folks argue, is, you know, with so many parents, same-sex marriages is one of the points that he pointed to, Leno, that, you know, we got to think about that. We can no longer ignore that a lot of children are being raised by multiple parents. They are being raised in a different way than we were, perhaps.
Absolutely,
you know,
yeah.
Mom and dad. It's not that way. Some kids have two moms. Some kids have two dads. Some kids are being raised in foster care. Some kids are being raised by multiple folks, church members, you know, family members, and we got to think about that as well.
Well, you can be a guardian, and that's a legal term whenever you're starting talking about wills and even taxes and things like that. I just think that if this goes through, it really could change the landscape of the way we look at things.
All right, Gina Perez on Facebook. If the child is brought up to a successful human being, brought up to be a successful human being, then yes, why not? I could technically say I was raised by my grandparents who helped my mom while she went to her two jobs, and my dad was in Kenya in the Army.
Socorro Martinez says it will only complicate matters.
Brenda Dissette says more lawsuits in the future, and the kid is caught in the middle. And
Chris Wagner says it takes a village.
Yeah, we talked about that at the top, and we want you to continue that dialogue on our Facebook as well.
Right, and still to come now on ABC